Welcome to the weekly feature, Games Too Risky to Bet on Sportsbook Review. I'm Joe Duffy, and along with Troy West of TroyWins.com, we discuss a game that we say the public should avoid. Maybe it's because of conflicting information. Perhaps it's because there's so much uncertainty. We'll certainly explain in the analysis. And I will get to Troy West of Troy Wins in a moment, but please remember, if you like these videos, and how could you not love these videos, the greatest information around. Literally like it. That will help us get some exposure. Share this video, comment, and most importantly, if you're not already subscribing to Sportsbook Review's YouTube page, chances are that you do, but if you're not already subscribing, do it now so you can get great videos, not just this weekly feature Games Too Risky to Bet, but from some of the other great personalities on Sportsbook Review. Well, Troy West, what game do you say is too risky to bet?
Yeah, Joe, I'm going back to another familiar team that we had last week, which was the Seattle Seahawks going into Jacksonville last week. That was my game too risky to bet. This week, I once again feel like they're too risky to bet. Now they go back home, and they got a lot of help yesterday from the Philadelphia Eagles knocking off the Rams. Now the Rams travel into Seattle, which, just 2 weeks ago, Seattle handled the Philadelphia Eagles, not just beat them, but manhandled the Eagles. Seattle's a much different team at home. We've known that over the last few years. But will the Rams have a chip on their shoulder? They got the one-game lead in the division. If they lose this game, Seattle overtakes home field advantage. So there's going to be a huge chip on both teams' shoulders going into this game. Huge playoff implications on the line. The Rams are healthy. Seattle's not healthy. That obviously plays into the Rams' favor. And now the Rams coming off a really tough loss at home to Philadelphia in a game they really should have had, especially when Carson Wentz went down. Now they got to travel into Seattle. A lot of crazy factors going into this one, Joe. Injuries are going to play a big part. Home field advantage for Seattle, where we've seen them be so good this year at times. For me, way too many factors. It's too risky to bet once again on Seattle. I'm going to take a pass and just play this one out and see who takes over the division this weekend.
All right, Troy. Well, when it comes to sports betting videos, Troy is somebody I don't want to avoid. But when it comes to betting this week, your namesake university, I definitely want to avoid it. North Texas versus Troy. Look, we were talking off of the air that I was saying that I love the bowls in part because so many of my angles are counterintuitive, where the public seems to like to bet teams that enter the bowl season much hotter or teams that had a much better season against the spread. In reality, the time off is really the equalizer, and going with colder teams and or worse spread teams for the entire year are usually the good bet. Problem here, though, is North Texas, they're 8-5 against the spread, while Troy is 5-6. Yet Troy actually enters the postseason much hotter, covering 3 straight, all by 6 or more, with North Texas losing the last one by 24 straight up and 13 against the spread. So therefore, I have some conflicting angles. In fact, one that says go with the much worse against the spread team in the bowls, unless they are a very large favorite, is 247 and 181. Now that would benefit Troy, but going with the colder spread team is 45 and 25 in the bowls, and that would benefit North Texas. Also, I like to look for teams with what I like to call a regional field advantage. If one team is playing much closer to the bowl site, and quite frankly, though, that was a huge advantage at one time. The last couple of years, it's kind of evened out. Slight advantage for slight advantage for Troy, traveling just 275 miles. North Texas traveling 472, but not really a big enough advantage. I also think that the public, they might want to jump on your namesake school, Troy, because they got all that high profile with the big signature win over LSU. UNT, look, they're going to be without running back Jeffrey Wilson, who had 1,215 yards, 16 touchdowns in 11 games. But I think the odds makers have already accounted for that. I looked at this game up and down. I don't see any advantage. I see too much conflicting information. So I say avoid North Texas versus Troy. But when it comes to winning picks, you certainly don't want to avoid Troy. Get his winning picks at TroyWins.com and my premium picks at OffshoreInsiders.com. And make sure you join us next week, Troy West and Joe Duffy, for Sportsbook Reviews Games Too Risky to Bet.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am JoJo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our 15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, Follow us on social media and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host Jojo, and until next time, thanks for watching.